Well, I'm sure we can all agree that this summer's been hot and humid. So you can imagine the discomfort of having the power cut off in your home right in the thick of it. And this is what happened in the suburbs of Sippy Downs and Palmview 2 days in a row in my electorate, around the same time of the day during the peak of a ripper heatwave. Hundreds of homes experienced power outages for hours at a time, in the late afternoon, in the early evening, right when families were trying to make dinner, put babies and toddlers to sleep and settle in for the night. After making some inquiries, Energex advised the outage occurred during the, quote, peak of excessive heat and humidity, and customers seeking relief resulted in extremely high electricity use, end quote. Put simply, the electricity network couldn't cope. Local electricity transmission infrastructure has not kept pace with our population growth, and that lies solely at the feet of this state Labor government. Despite Minister De Bretti's assurances that the power grid was coping with the increased demand, it seems he was being selective with the truth. Selective with the truth because while there may have been sufficient power being generated, the transmission network was failing. Deputy Speaker, Queenslanders should be able to cool down their homes on a hot day. They certainly should be able to switch on the lights, keep their freezer cold and use the oven and stove to cook dinner with food from their cold fridge. What concerns me, Deputy Speaker, is that many residents in parts of Sippy Downs and Palmview rely on electricity for communications purposes. They're in a mobile phone black spot, so they need the power to run their Wi-Fi. So when the power goes off, not only are they hot and in the dark, but they're also at risk of being unable to call for help when it's needed. Deputy Speaker, it's been nearly 1,000 days since Callide went out and it's still not fixed. Not only is it not fixed, the minister responsible didn't even have any idea what happened until 2 days ago. How can Labor be trusted to keep the lights on for families in Sippy Downs and Palmview when this is the standard that is accepted by the Premier? Deputy Speaker, it's 2024 and we live in Queensland. Families should be able to rely on the power being on, especially in the middle of a heatwave.